This is 7 National News. Here are the headlines. UAE President holds talks with South Korean President over boosting joint economic cooperation. UAE Federal Cabinet approves UAE consulate in Iraq. And new explosion at Fukushima nuclear plant injures 6. And in our top story, President His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan and visiting South Korean President Lee Myung-bak have held talks in the presence of His Highness General Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces. As he welcomed the Korean head of state, Sheikh Khalifa hopes his visit to the UAE would contribute to further boost the relation of cooperation between the two friendly countries, while delivering more progress in various avenues of joint economic and investment cooperation, with special emphasis on energy technology. Additionally, the UAE and South Korea expressed their solidarity with Japan, which experienced massive human and property losses due to the devastating earthquake and tsunami, and reaffirmed their support for Japan in this delicate time. Expanding the strategic partnership between the United Arab Emirates and the Republic of Korea, the governments of Abu Dhabi and Korea entered into a wide-ranging memorandum of understanding related to cooperation in the oil and gas sector. Additionally, the Abu Dhabi National Oil Company and the Korean National Oil Company signed a separate heads of terms of agreement related to further exploration and potential development of 3 undeveloped blocks held by ADNOC and believed to have had more than 500 million barrels of oil in place. A third MOU related to future areas of economic cooperation in semiconductors, media and investment, and financial services was also signed. President His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, who witnessed the signing of the 3 agreements, along with Korean President Lee Myung-bak, welcomed the latest step towards closer UAE-Korea ties, stating the relationship between the United Arab Emirates and Korea continuing to grow stronger and deeper, creating new benefits for the people of both nations. The UAE Federal Cabinet has approved the establishment of a UAE consulate in Erbil, Iraq. The decision is based on the interest of both countries in promoting their bilateral relations. The approval came at a meeting chaired by Vice President and Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, in Abu Dhabi in the presence of His Highness Sheikh Saif bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Interior, as well as His Highness Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Presidential Affairs. Among other issues that were addressed, the Cabinet also approved the budget of Federal Insurance Authority of 230,715,000 dirhams for the years 2011, 2012 and 2013. Inherited genetic disorders and diseases remain a major health concern, not only in the UAE but across the region. To address such issues, the joint 15th Human Genome Meeting and the 4th Pan-Arab Human Genetics Conference brought over 1,200 doctors and geneticists to Dubai to discuss the topic of genomics of human diversity and heritable disorders. June Wrigley has more.
Under the patronage and presence of His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Deputy Ruler of Dubai and UAE Minister of Finance, Dubai hosted the 15th Human Genome Meeting. Well known for his support of the sciences through the Sheikh Hamdan bin Rashid Al Maktoum Award for Medical Excellence, His Highness tells us why this study of genomics of heritable disorders is so important.
It is very important for the human being, actually. And this is the first time it happened in the Middle East. And I hope that they will get a benefit for the human being.
But what exactly is genomics?
Genetics is a study of how individual genes affect health and disease. Genomics is actually the study of all genes affecting health and disease. In fact, the basis of all human health and human traits is not defined by a single gene, but by the network connections of many genes in your genome. Therefore, genomics is really the final extension of the field of genetics. All of life forms, all of humanity, all of being a human being is embedded in information that is about 3 billion base pairs in your genome. Everything that we need to know about you is embedded in that.
The Arab world has a high rate of genetic disorders. Therefore, conferences such as these are crucial in not only bringing top geneticists together, but to raise awareness with the general public. And extreme desert explorer Max Calderon is doing just that by walking for the duration of the 4-day conference.
I'm very honored to be here, invited from Sheikh Hamdan Awards, because I'm here for spreading a message. In any case, walking is a good opportunity to prevent your health according with your DNA.
Through awareness in science, genomicists are optimistic of the impacts.
There is a genetic factor behind every human disease. So if you ask me as a geneticist, there is a genetic basis for every disease. So basically, if you're talking about diseases and the population, I think the entire population will definitely benefit from this in one way or another.
There is no doubt that deciphering the molecular etiology of these genetic disorders is a key priority and will certainly support not only the Arab health system, but the world. June Wrigley, 7 National News.
In recognition of the small and medium-sized enterprises in the country as an important catalyst of economic growth, the Dubai SME, an agency under the Dubai Department of Economic Development, launched the Dubai SME 100 Ranking Initiative. According to officials, this aims to identify the strong and sustainable SMEs, as well as help them grow globally, which will in turn further enhance social and economic development.
In support of small and medium enterprises, His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Zayed Al Maktoum, Chairman of the Dubai Economic Sector Committee, President of the Department of Civil Aviation and CEO and Chairman of Emirates Group, graced the launch of Dubai SME 100, a new initiative geared at recognizing the sector's top-ranking performers. He said this will serve as a foundation of other initiatives, such as the possibility of a SME secondary IPO market listing, as well as an equity market. Dubai SME officials added that this will enable them to identify and address gaps in the sector's development.
In addition, there is a market demand to know who are the best when it comes to angel investors, VCs, private equities. There are a lot of money out there, and they're looking for opportunities, really. And this will help us and help these small, medium enterprises to get there.
To date, the SME sector comprises 95% of the businesses, 42% of Dubai's workforce, and contributes to 40% of the annual GDP. With the increased support and recognition from the government, companies say they are looking forward to a better future.
Definitely, it's going to boost the market and create a competition between all the small to medium companies, basically.
In Dubai, everything can happen. So if this initiative pursues the goals they have, it's really, really excellent and interesting for many, many small companies. I know many micro companies that want to become SMEs just based on good ideas and innovation. But too often in Europe, they fall because they don't find proper support, they're not believed, So that's a challenge.
Industry experts say the launch of the first ever ranking for SMEs complements the developing sector and inspire others at the same time to follow suit. Entrepreneurs and investors are also called upon to register online and participate in the first ever Dubai SME 100, since it will measure their strengths and leverage them for further growth. Khadija Sali, 7 National News.
The Abu Dhabi Education Council and Mubadala Aerospace are sending 8 Emirati students for practical aerospace training in Toulouse, France. The joint initiative aims to develop student skills and to increase Emirati interest into the aviation industry in order to build Abu Dhabi into a major aerospace hub. Officials say the program will grow over the next 5 years to accommodate 50 students. The director of the scholarships department at ADEC, Mona Al-Mansouri, said that the council will be in constant contact with the students during their training period, which lasts for 22 weeks in total and finishes on the 31st of July. Road accidents in the UAE resulted in 826 deaths last year, a decline of 14% from the previous year, according to official statistics released today. The Ministry of Interior said in a statement that there was also a fall in the number of accidents from 9,658 in 2009 to 7,642 in 2010. He also said that the ministry's strategy to curb road accidents is working, as the rate declined to 10.3% last year from 25% 5 years ago through increased speed cameras, more police patrols and awareness campaigns. Students who use public transport in the UAE between the ages of 5 and 23 can now apply for a discount Noll Blue Card. Mohammed Yusuf Al-Mudharib, director of the Unified Automated Fare Collection Department at the Dubai Roads and Transport Authority, said those who apply must be full-time students at accredited schools, colleges and universities in the UAE. Students can apply online at the Noll Card portal or the RTA website and can also submit applications at the counters of the metro and bus stations. And in our world news, search and rescue missions continue in the region north of Tokyo for survivors in what the country's Prime Minister Naoto Kan has dubbed his country's worst crisis since World War II. The government says 9,500 people could have died following Friday's magnitude 9.0 earthquake and tsunami, and that tens of thousands are missing. Kyodo News Agency reported that 2,000 bodies had been found today in 2 coastal towns alone. Whole villages and towns have been wiped off the map, triggering an international humanitarian effort of epic proportions. Meanwhile, a new hydrogen explosion rocked the Japanese Fukushima nuclear plant at 11:01 this morning. It was damaged by the earthquake. At least 6 people were injured in the blast, according to Tokyo Electric Power Co. Officials said the blast at the number 3 reactor of the Fukushima Daiichi plant was believed to be a similar explosion which occurred at the number 1 plant on Saturday, and the core container was believed to be intact. Officials repeatedly said it was unlikely the blast caused a large radiation leak, but the local government warned those still in the 20-kilometre evacuation zone to stay indoors. Officials confirmed on Sunday that 3 nuclear reactors north of Tokyo were at risk of overheating, raising fears of an uncontrolled radiation leak. Engineers are working desperately to cool the fuel rods in the damaged reactors. And up next, Linda Berenger has today's business news.